All right, y'all, I'm gonna show you all how to move a rock that is over 4 foot wide. It ain't real thick, but it's heavy. Y'all see how heavy it is here in a little bit. It's definitely wired a blade on the traco, and it is a 2,000-pound mini excavator, Chinese. We're gonna take this little booger right here, and we're gonna move it over to about right there on the other side of the fence. And we're gonna take this other little one right underneath there, and we're gonna stack it up on top of it. And where we got it from was right up here, where that black dirt is, and the other little one came from right there. Let's get this show on the road. I put it up on top of the other rock, so that way I could pick it up easier. But we'll show you on the other little one. It's pretty simple. My goof up. Y'all thought I could run this better than this. Yeah, we don't want to hit those hydraulic lines, so let's back this up a little bit. We're going to pop it down to the ground a tad bit. Try to get it tilted. There we go. That's where we want it. Now, I kind of got it the wrong way, but this will work, as you can see. Now we got to move it real slow. Tipping up on our end, but we will get it over there, y'all. Now I just want to show y'all the size compared to the bucket and the traco right here before I get it on over there. You can see it's sticking out at least roughly a foot on each side. Don't stick your foot underneath of it, you'll be all right. There's the bucket. It's not bad, huh? It ain't real thick, but I got a little pocket right there. I just wanted y'all, before y'all buy these, to see what it will actually do. So let's get this thing on over here. Now it is tipping it up off the ground. Ain't the smartest thing to do, but you put your hand underneath up, that rock drop, I'd be stuck right there for a second until I had somebody come out here and kind of help me, but that's pretty stupid. Okay, so now let's get this thing moved on over here. Looks like a good spot right there. Well, there we go. Now it looks better. Let's go get the other one. Now, without doing it this way, it would probably tip on most of these rocks I grabbed with this. I did bend the, I'll show you all that here in a minute. It's off center, but that's okay. Whoa, just about threw it in there, didn't I? Let's set it back down and redo that. I need to turn that throttle down a little bit. This thing's moving just a little too quick. There's what we want. We just want it barely off the ground. Just enough. So we got that blade raised all the way right there. You'll see how far it's actually tipped on this little rock right here, which ain't too bad. That bigger one over there was probably just about twice as much as this little one weighs. And you can rock it a little bit if you want. You'll kind of be a little top heavy. All right, now let's get into position. We're gonna lift it just a little bit more. That's how we get on top of the other rocks. There we go. Actually, I don't think that's the way I want it. I want it flipped over. So we're going to pull it back off there. flip it over. There we go. Scoop that up again. This one's a little slick. It ain't wanting to lift up on that side, so we'll do it a little different. We'll leave it on the ground, scoot it over, and then we're going to pick up underneath. Like that. Then we're going to raise up the blade, and that's where we're having the problems, when we raise up that blade. Okay, there we go. Sun was locking in. It takes a little bit of practice to figure it out, but you'll get it. Each rock's different, each machine's different. You know what? I think I like it better the other way. Huh. We'll see how many times we can flip it over. Yeah, I like it better the other way. So we're going to flip it back over again. I'll just spin it around. That's what I want to do. Better. That was a whole lot of work, wasn't it? But could you imagine doing it by hand? No way, Jose. Whoops! Look at that. Had it all perfect. I had to mess it up, didn't I? We'll leave it right there. That looks like a good spot. Okay, we are done with that. Let me show y'all something. I did kind of mess up this machine a tad a little bit. But I was moving a smaller rock, way smaller, and this is what everybody was talking about apparently. They put these holes here. I don't know what they're there for other than to put, oh, that was there to put the bolt through. But I bent it right there, so that kind of sucks. So I gotta take a sledgehammer, unbend that, because I ain't got an acetylene tank or anything anymore. So we're gonna unbend that, and I'm probably gonna weld something, I don't know. I can't really weld nothing right there because the bolt goes through to hold this until I get a regular hydraulic one. Or a hydraulic one, not a regular one. And then I'll have to weld that up solid. But I'm just going to have to be careful. You have to watch on them tips. I mean, that's 1/2 inch steel right there just about. And I bent it like it was butter. Guess that's the way it works. All right, there y'all go. Now you know what it will actually move, okay? It'll move bigger than that too. I have moved bigger, but I ain't got one to show you around here because I threw them over in the creek. But either way, there's a tree on the last video that was waterlogged completely. It was still, yeah, it was soaked. It was tipping track hoe all the way up on its end. Y'all go check that out. See a couple other little videos here and there and all my other stupid stuff on here. All right, y'all, we're gonna trap a little sitting rock right here. Yep, it teeters a little bit, but it will work. Doggone nose itching. Got allergies, huh? Maybe that's what it is, who knows. Either way, there y'all go. We got our sitting rock right there just chilling. Y'all enjoy, have a good day. We will see you all on the next one.